Car dealerships spend almost $200 per vehicle on something called new car scent, and they do not want you to know what is actually in it, because if you knew, you would never buy another air freshener again. That smell you fall in love with the second you sit in a brand new car, the one that makes you feel like you just made a great decision, it is not magic, and it is definitely not expensive. In fact, the real trick that creates that exact smell costs about $2, takes 5 minutes to set up, and lasts for months, not days like those tree-shaped cardboard fresheners hanging from your mirror right now. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you will know exactly what dealerships use, how to recreate it at home, and why almost everyone is doing car odor removal completely wrong. Let's be honest about the problem first. Your car starts smelling bad faster than you think it should. Maybe it is fast food wrappers you forgot about, wet gym clothes, a spilled coffee, or just years of regular use building up odors in the fabric and vents. So what do most people do? They grab one of those cardboard tree fresheners from the gas station, or they buy a spray that promises 48-hour freshness. Here's the problem. Those products do not remove odor, they mask it. You're literally spraying perfume on top of a smell, and within a day or two, both smells mix together and somehow it smells worse than before. Worse, some of those sprays contain chemicals that irritate your eyes or give you a headache on long drives. And the cardboard trees, they fade in about a week. Then you're back to square one, buying another one and another one, spending way more money over a year than you realize. Now here's where it gets interesting. Years ago, before the auto industry figured out they could bottle and sell new car smell as a luxury add-on, detailers and old school mechanics had their own trick, something passed down in small family-owned shops, the kind of place where the same guy has been fixing cars for 40 years and learned everything from his father. These guys were not interested in masking smells. Their philosophy was simple. You do not cover a smell, you neutralize it, then you replace it with something that actually smells clean, not perfumed. This is actually the exact same logic used in old farmhouses and off-grid homes for decades, where people did not have access to fancy chemical sprays, so they used basic pantry items to absorb odors naturally. It is the same reason a box of baking soda sits in grandma's fridge. It is not pretty, it is not marketed with fancy packaging, but it flat out works, and it has worked for generations. The big brands do not want this getting out because a $2 trick does not need a $15 bottle with a brand name on it, and that means no repeat sales, no profit margins, nothing. So the simple, effective stuff quietly got pushed aside in favor of products that smell nice for a day, then need replacing. So let's get into exactly how to do this, step by step, and I promise this is easier than you think. First, here's the key part most people miss. Before you add any kind of scent, you have to remove the existing odor at its source, not just spray over it. Start by vacuuming your seats, floor mats, and especially under the seats, because trapped crumbs and moisture are usually the real smell culprits hiding in plain sight. Once that is done, take a basic open box of baking soda, the same kind you'd use for baking, costs about $1, and sprinkle a thin layer across your fabric seats and floor mats. Let it sit for at least 1 hour, longer if you can, even overnight if your car will be parked. Baking soda is a natural odor absorber. It literally pulls bad-smelling molecules out of fabric instead of covering them up, which is the exact opposite of what spray fresheners do. After it sits, vacuum it all up again. You will immediately notice the smell is calmer, less harsh, more neutral. Now here comes the actual $2 trick that creates that new car smell specifically. Not just a clean smell, the rich, slightly sweet, slightly plasticky, new car scent everyone loves. Take a small cotton pouch or even an old sock and fill it with a mix of baking soda and a few drops, just 3 or 4 drops, of vanilla extract. Yes, the same vanilla extract from your kitchen. Tie it off and tuck it under your seat or in a cup holder out of direct sunlight. Here's the why behind this, and it is simple chemistry, not magic. New car smell is largely created by certain mild, slightly sweet chemical compounds released from fresh plastics and adhesives. Vanilla extract, in small amounts, mimics that same warm, slightly sweet undertone without being overpowering or chemical smelling, while the baking soda continues working in the background to absorb any new odors before they build up. The result is a soft, warm, factory-fresh smell that does not hit you like perfume. It just feels clean and new, exactly like a dealership car. One mistake people make here is using too much vanilla extract, thinking more equals stronger smell. Do not do that. Too much, and your car starts smelling like a bakery, not a car. 3 to 4 drops is the sweet spot, and you can always add 1 more drop after a week, if it has faded slightly. Another common mistake, people use scented baking soda or baking soda with added fragrance, which messes up the clean, neutral base you need this trick to work properly. Plain, basic baking soda only. If your car has had a stronger odor problem, like cigarette smoke, pet smell, or mildew from a water leak, here's an upgrade tip. Place an open container, like a small bowl or even a cut open coffee filter packet, of plain white vinegar in the car overnight with the windows up. The vinegar smell is strong at first, but it fades completely within hours and takes the bad odor with it, since vinegar neutralizes odor-causing bacteria instead of just hiding it. Just remember to remove it the next morning, then move on to the baking soda and vanilla pouch step. Now let's talk results, because this is where people are always shocked. Within 24 hours of doing this, most people report their cars smelling noticeably cleaner and fresher, not perfumed, just clean. By day 3, the vanilla and baking soda combination settles into a steady, soft new car scent that does not overpower you every time you open the door, which is honestly better than most store-bought air fresheners that hit you like a wall of fake fruit smell. The real test is longevity. Cardboard tree fresheners are basically gone within 5 to 7 days. Spray fresheners need reapplying every couple days. This pouch trick, because it is slow releasing and constantly being refreshed by the baking soda absorbing new odors, easily lasts 2 to 3 months before you need to redo it. And redoing it costs you basically nothing, since you already have the ingredients at home. People who have tried both side by side consistently say the vanilla and baking soda method smells more natural and lasts dramatically longer than anything from the store. Now here's a bonus tip to take this even further. If you really want that complete dealership level finish, take a microfiber cloth, add 1 or 2 drops of plain vanilla extract to it, and wipe down your dashboard and door panels lightly. Do not soak the cloth, just a light touch. This does 2 things. It cleans dust off your interior surfaces, and it leaves a very faint, warm scent on the plastic itself, which combines with the under seat pouch to create a more rounded, fuller new car smell instead of just one single scent point in the vehicle. This is the exact kind of small detail high-end detailers do that most regular car owners have no idea about. So to recap real quick, vacuum first, baking soda to absorb existing odors, then the vanilla and baking soda pouch to create and maintain that new car smell, and vinegar if you are dealing with something stronger like smoke or mildew. Total cost, under $2, and it outperforms sprays that cost 10 times more and barely last a week. If this saved you from buying another overpriced air freshener, do me a favor and hit subscribe, because we post videos just like this every week. Simple, old school tricks that actually work, not gimmicks. Drop a comment and let me know if you tried this. I genuinely read every single one. And if you want to know the trick mechanics used to make scratched headlights look brand new again for under $5, that video is coming up next, so you do not want to miss it. Until then, take care of what you've got, because most of the time, the best fix was sitting in your kitchen the whole time.